Welcome back to Hidden Hilltop Homestead. In today's video, we are going to be working on this Halloween quilt. I'm going to get this sucker wrapped up and out the door. This was something I started working on and it was claimed, so I already have it sold. I just need to get it finished and then off to its new home. Now obviously I already have all the squares cut out and I have all of my sandwiches quilted. That's when I'm putting the front, middle, and back together to create my blocks. So right now I'm just sewing my blocks together and then trimming my fringe as I go to make sure I don't miss any before I complete the blanket. So let's make some progress and get to sewing, and then I'll check back in with you guys after I get the first row finished. Alright, just finished row number 1, 12 blocks sewn together. Let's move on to row number 2. Row 2 done, let's keep going. Alright, so I skipped ahead just a little bit, but I have 6 rows done. This is the first half of the blanket. We have 6 rows of 12. So, what I do is a half at a time, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the other half. Alright, I just finished row 7 and 8, but we're going to take a quick break because I had somebody reach out and is interested in purchasing this Christmas quilt. Now, I finished this back in February of this year, and I've had it listed on my Facebook page pretty much all year. But, you know, Christmas is coming now, so it's a very fitting thing to get at this time of year. I have it all packaged up, and I'm going to show you my quilt care tip pouches that I put with every blanket I sell. This is just a washing instruction for the first time you wash the quilt after purchase, and then I put it in a little Ziploc baggie, and it's like a snack size, and then I include 3 sheets of Shout color catcher. This prevents darker colors from running onto the lighter colored fabric. You can get this in your laundry aisle. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these cut up and put together so that I have a bunch ready to go. Alright, I got some of these done. I'm going to go deliver this quilt and then we'll come back and do some more sewing. Okay, so we have 7, 8, 9, and row 10. That means I have 2 rows left to do and this thing is done. Alright, we have the whole thing completed. So I have rows 7 through 12 here, and then that is row 1 through 6. I'm going to attach the 2 halves together, and then we're going to move on to finishing the edges around the blanket. Now we are all put together, so I'm going to sew a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around the outside of the quilt, and then we're going to trim the fringe just like I did for all the rows. This creates a really beautiful fringe finish without having to do any type of binding or anything like that. Super easy. Fringe is complete. It's ready to go into wash. I have my collar catcher sheets. I'm going to wash this on cold and dry it. Then I'm not doing this today, but this is my last fall quilt that I need to finish, and then we're going to be moving on to Christmas stuff. So here's our finished Halloween quilt. It's beautiful. I know the girl that's going to get it is going to absolutely love it. She's a big Disney fan, and this is a good example of some pictures that I take whenever I do listings on quilts that I'm selling. And my husband always holds my quilts for me. He's my partner in crime. These are just some quick pictures I wanted to take to post on my Facebook. Even though this one's not for sale, it's still a good example of like what I could do for a special order. I decided to go ahead and try to get at least 2 rows done, so that's what I'm doing right now is I'm sewing together row 1, and then I'm going to be trying to get at least 2, maybe 3 rows done, and then we're going to do some closet organization because I have a giant pile of fabric that needs put away, and I need to go through my stuff and pick out some Christmas things and see what I have in my stash. This is my very last fall quilt for the year, so I'm excited to get this wrapped up, but at the same time it makes me sad because it makes me feel like the fall season's almost over, even though we're smack dab in the middle of it. It's just Christmas creeps up on you pretty quickly. Alright, we got 2 rows done. We're going to move on to some fabric organization. Here is my crafting closet. It's a little bit of a mess. I just organized it like earlier this summer and I feel like it's getting out of hand again. But we're going to go through some of this stuff. Now that's just stuff that's not even craft related, so we're just going to kind of scoot that over to the side. But here we have some finished quilts. That's the Halloween quilt we just did. My sewing box, packing materials. I have my printer box and some batting. I have a bag of yarn. And then this shelf is all fabric and sewing related. More fabric, obviously a lot of fabric. That's what we're putting away. And then my top is just all my other crafting, like painting, cross stitch, and different things. So I'm going to get the shelves a little more organized, get some things moved on to my craft cart, and then put away most of that fabric and pull out some Christmas stuff, or at least get ready to pull out some Christmas stuff. I also want to take stock of what I have flannel wise for the back of my blankets and how much batting I have, because I'm going to be doing a Michaels and Joann run. And I want to try to get everything taken care of in one trip and not have to go back to the store for something little. So let's dive into this. So I'm getting into my batting. I'm going to see how much black I have left and measure it out. I have this black, like poly cotton blend, and I've used this for a lot of quilts where I've had a dark or even black backing. And I think I have enough where I could probably do a baby blanket. I know I don't have enough for a full quilt. A baby blanket is 88 5-inch squares. So I think this is pretty close, and even if I'm a little bit short, filling it in with a couple pieces of Warm and Natural should be fine, just because, most of it will be the same. I don't think I would buy this again. I think going forward I'm just going to use Warm and Natural for everything. I've done a few blankets with Warm and Natural that have a dark back. Didn't really notice anything, different or any reason really to buy more of this. I had to buy it at a bulk price and I had it shipped to my house. So going forward, we're just going to be doing Warm and Natural, but I do want to use this up so I don't throw it away. And I've just have 3 or 4 different clusters of Warm and Natural. I think I have this big chunk is 5 yards, I believe. I don't know because I don't have the fabric marker pinned on it. But just kind of by holding it up, I'm assuming it's about 4 or 5 yards. And then I have that little flat piece on top of a 3-yard increment. So I probably have about 8 yards of batting. And this is 90, I think it's 96 inches wide. So I'm just going to write down 8 yards on this piece of paper and stick it to it so I know for the future. Let's move on to our flannel. So I'm going to go through and see how much stuff I have and what I have. So that's actually a chunk of white cotton that I used for a tie-dye blanket. So I'm probably going to stick that in with my regular fabric. But most of these are cut at 3.5-yard increments, and that is what I need for throw quilts. At least I think they are. I'm pretty sure I've gone through all of my 3-yard increments already, but in either case, I can either do a baby blanket or a throw with these pieces. I'm actually going to go see what I have that I can use for Christmas too. I have 2 rolls each of these. I have black and blue, and these are pre-cut rolls from Joann's. And then these are all my little chunks. These are leftover pieces. This is a full size, of course, but I'm going to have to measure out the smaller pieces and see if they're even worth keeping to use. Because if I don't color match, or if the piece isn't big enough to make a baby blanket, I'm not going to keep it. But it's looking like I have, I think, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9 pieces of 3.5-yard cut, and I have 2 gray, a couple pinks, purple, blue, green, and brown. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this green. This is for a Grinch Christmas blanket, and this brown is also going to be used for a Christmas blanket, and the blue for sure, that'll be a Winter Wonderland back. So I'm normally buying the backings for specific quilts. I have something in mind, or I'm doing one for an order, but sometimes I get them when they're on clearance, or if I have coupons and I can get them for under $10, I will stock up, which in this case I have, obviously. But these are going to be very useful for some upcoming kids' blankets. And now I know exactly what I have, so that's awesome. I'm going to measure out these smaller pieces. I might end up donating some of it because I just don't have enough for a blanket and I may not be able to color match. I know that green isn't available anymore for Joann's, so I'm just seeing what I have. This green, I might have enough to do the back of a baby blanket. I have a few pieces that I started sewing together for a quilt and I ended up changing my mind. So I'm probably going to keep this one. There's really not enough of this beige here to do much with. I don't really have enough for a baby blanket, so I'm probably not going to keep this one. Now this turquoise, there's definitely enough here. I know there's at least like 1.5 yards, probably a little bit more. So I should be able to use this for something. All right, all the flannel is done and accounted for, so let's move on to our cotton fabrics and start with pre-cuts. So these are what I call my pre-cuts, and it's just squares that I've already made. These are all 6-inch squares, and last year, whenever I got new fabric, I would go ahead and cut the squares before I put it away. And I think the beginning of 2025, I'm going to work on going through some of my fabric and doing this so that I can just pull squares out and assemble color palettes for blankets. I feel like that's going to help with production, moving things along a little quicker. I'm pulling out some Christmas stuff because that's what I'm working on next. So I have all my stuff out. Let's move on. So this is the beast that I need to take care of. This is all of the fabric that's just been sitting on my shelf that needs put away. I've been buying some clearance stuff and some remnants, and then I had 2 people give me their quilting fabric stashes. So I need to go through all of that stuff. I want to get it sorted by color and boxed up. And I also want to show you a quick example of why you should be buying remnants. So this is one from Hobby Lobby. It's a 1/2 yard piece, original price $2.99, remnant price $1.79. So it is supposed to be 44 inches wide, which that checks out. We're doing the width right here. That's, the edge with the words on there. So we're going to flip it around and do the length. It's supposed to be 1/2 yard. And by the way, this ruler is 24 inches long. So 1/2 yard's 18 inches. Right now we're at 24, and then it's almost another 8 inches. So this is almost an entire yard of fabric. I feel like it got the remnant because it's got a little bit of like folding happening at the end. Still very usable, just needs ironed. And remnants are perfect for quilting because sometimes you just need little pieces. Like for example, this is a remnant from Michael's. This is over 1 yard of fabric and I got it for $2. Nothing wrong with it. It was just the end of the bolt. They probably didn't feel like wrapping it back up. So, 48 inches of fabric for $2. Perfectly fine fabric. Wonderful. Amazing. Sometimes you get people who are very spot on with their measurements, but sometimes you also get people who are a little bit generous. So it's a great way to get good fabric at a low cost. Clearance section is also my friend. I'm always looking in Hobby Lobbies just in case they throw something new in there. They do like a once a year clearance event in different departments. So like for example, I got this pack of fat quarters for $5, and these are actually like orange and yellow, but they have metallic in them, so I think they're really cool. They're just filler prints. Like I can add them to anything that I want, and I can get, I think it's 9 squares per fat quarter, so it's a nice little chunk of fabric. Also among all this stuff is some vintage stuff like this pink. This is just things that like I got from my neighbor and my grandmother. Same with this Halloween stuff, so just kind of an assortment and more remnants from Joann's. Same thing though, with Joann's, you have a price on it that tells you what the current price is, and then remnants are calculated by a certain percentage off of what the current sale price of that item is. So like if this regular price is like $5.59 or whatever this says, it's on sale for $4, you're gonna get like 50 or 75% off of whatever that is. So whatever this number is, it's usually like half at least, if not more. All right, the chaos is coming together here. My pile's dwindling. I still have all of that to go through, but I have everything sorted out into the colors and the character fabric. So that's Christmas stuff. I'm saving that. That's Halloween stuff. And there's a few odds and ends that aren't going to go in, but I just need to get that pile done, and then we'll have everything sorted and I can put it away. All right, we are completely sorted out here. Everything's in order. It's wonderful. So I just need to pull my boxes and put my fabric in. The dogs are all napping. That's perfect. Fabric sorted, perfect. So we have yellow, green, beige, orange, white, blue, purple, red. That's stuff that's going in my pre-cut box, and some things I need to cut up. I'm not worried about that right now. Batting and backing I need to put away. Christmas stuff, which is going to be cut next. It's my next project, just to get that going. Character fabric, pink, gray, black. So I'm just going to pull my boxes down and get all that stuff put in there. So we're going to take a look over here. This looks so much better. I know my batting kind of like took up a big spot, but my flannel's organized. The batting looks good. I know how much I have. I'm ready. Pulled the Christmas pre-cuts, and I just need to put everything away, and then that's backing for Christmas quilts. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me and watching me get all this stuff cleaned up. Appreciate you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!